Yes. Good morning, students. Welcome to this online learning portal, and we are dealing with the utilization of electrical power, second module. Okay. So first module, heating and welding and electrolytic process is already over, I think. So, okay. Now we'll discuss about the second module, that is illumination engineering. Okay. Illumination. Just if you heard the word illumination, what exactly comes to your mind is illumination is all about studying about the light and its properties. Okay, illumination is about what exactly light and its properties, that is called as illumination engineering. So if you heard the word illumination, that is always related to the light only. Okay, there are various terminologies you may come across during this chapter discussion. So all will be related to the light and its property. Okay, what are the main sources of lamps? There are artificial sources we have. There are uh, uh, natural sources of light we having. Okay, the sun is a natural source of light which will produces the lights. In addition to that, we have lamps, bulbs, various types of natural sources of lights we are having. So that illumination is nothing but it is a branch of a very important branch of an electrical engineering that deals with the study about the light and its property. It's study about the light and its properties. Okay, the main agenda, main aim of this chapter is to study the lamp and its properties. Okay, before going to study about the lamps and its property and light and its properties, first we need to understand some of the definitions related to illumination engineering. There are hundreds of definitions which we, if you talking about the illuminations, but few of the definitions are shortlisted here, so which are very important or very essential definitions to understand the concepts of illuminations. Okay, and to solve the some of the problems. So in this particular module we will be dealing with some of the basic definitions of illuminations, then laws of illumination. Okay, laws of illuminations, so problems on those. So problems on those we have, then different types of lamps. Okay, so types of lamps. So lamps, so these are some of the concepts which we are going to study here. So before starting with the laws of illuminations, okay, first we'll discuss about some of the definitions which are related to the illumination engineering. So first definitions is illumination engineering is the light is one of the as I said, so illumination is nothing but it is about studying the light and its property. First we'll define the light. Okay, so definition of light, which is once again I have to define in terms that it is the radiant energy, that is, or the radiation energy which is emitted from the hot body. Okay, which will creates the visual sensation upon the human eye. So as a human eyes, so something which will create the visual sensations, so that is called as a light. Okay, so it's a radiation energy from the hot body. Let's say we take an example of a sun as a hot body. So the radiations emitted from the sun which will creates the visual sensation upon the person's eye. Okay, that is called as a light. That means anything which will creates the visual sensation upon the human eye is called as a light. Okay, so light is defined or denoted as a phi. So the I mean indication of the light is by phi, and the unit is lumen hour. Lumen hour, the lamp is unit of this light is lumen hour, or you can call it as a watt hour. Okay, so I said the definition, it is the radiation energy from the hot body. Anything which emits the radiations which creates the visual sensation upon the human eye is called as a light here. Okay, so that is the first very important definitions. Next is a luminous flux. Luminous flux is once again is defined as, so the luminous flux is defined as, so the total quantity of light energy emitted per second from the luminous body. So for 1 second, how much amount of the light energy which is emitted, how much amount of radiations which are emitted from the hot body for a second, so that is called as a luminous flux. So luminous flux is defined as, it is a total quantity of a light energy emitted from the hot body per second. So, I mean from the luminous body per second, so it's called as a luminous flux. Okay, so it is, you can see here, light energy emitted per second, here per second light energy emitted. Okay, so that is denoted by F. So the luminous flux is denoted by F. and the unit of this is lumens or candela seconds. It is okay, lumens or candela seconds, or you can say it is um, lumens only or candle seconds. You can denote it different ways also. So you can see here. So luminous and light energy emitted, uh, okay, or you can also calculate the flux. Luminous flux is the intensity of light, okay, into the solid angle. What exactly solid angle, we'll discuss in the next coming slides. Okay, next is what exactly it's a luminous flux we discussed. Next, like luminous intensity. So luminous intensity is nothing but the luminous intensity of in any given directions. Okay, intensity of light in a given direction is defined as, okay, luminous flux emitted by the source per unit solid angle. So per unit solid angle, how much luminous intensity is emitted, so that is called as a luminous intensity. So the luminous intensity is denoted as I, okay, and it is unit is candela. Candela is a unit for the luminous intensity here. Okay, next, okay, if the luminous flux is radiated by the source with a solid angle, then it is denoted as steradian. Okay, then luminous intensity can also be calculated as luminous flux divided by steradian or solid angle. Now let's see the solid angle. What exactly solid angle is? uh, Solid angle is nothing but the angle subtended at a point in a space by an area is called as a solid angle. So here is a point source. Okay, so it is emanating the, okay, so it is eliminating the light like this. So the angle subtended in a space between these two is called as a solid angle. Here solid angle is nothing but the angle subtended at a point in a space by an area is called as a solid angle. So here is a point source we are having. So point source of light we are having, so it is eliminating the intensity of radiations light here. Okay, the angle subtended by this point source in a space is called as the solid angle. Okay, so solid angle is denoted as W. So solid angle is denoted by the W, and it is the area divided by radius square. Okay, so area divided by radius square, using that you can calculate the solid angle of a point source. Okay, so that is about the solid angle. Okay, so now is a lumen. Lumen is nothing but that's another terminology. It is, sorry, so lumen is nothing but the amount of luminous flux, okay, which is given out in a space represented by one unit of solid angle. Okay, so that is called as a lumen. So the source having the lumen can be represented as a unit of this luminous flux. Lumen is nothing but the luminous flux. Okay, so lumen can be calculated. How much lumen of radiation is emitted can be calculated as candle power into solid angle. So the number of lumens can be calculated as, so the candle power into the solid angle. So if you know the candle power of a lamp and the solid angle, so you can calculate the number of lumens emitted from the that particular hot body or lamp. So the total lumen given out by the source of one candle power is for, okay, that's it. This we will discuss while solving the problems. Okay, next is the candle power. So candle power, so candle power is what? So candle power is a light radiating capacity of a source in a given direction. So in a given direction, how much light radiation capacity that the source is having. So in a given direction, how much capacity of the capacity of the radiation is passed. Okay, that is called as a candle power. So I can define it. Candle power, it is the definition of the candle power is the light radiating capacity of the source. Okay, so in a given directions, the source capacity in a given direction, how much light that is emitting, that is called as a candle power. And is defined as, once again, the number of lumens given out by a source. How much number of there is a source, so number of lumens given out by a source in a unit solid angle. So in a unit solid angle, how many number of lumens are given out from the source is called as a solid candle power. So candle power is denoted as a Cp. So candle power is denoted as Cp, and it is calculated as lumens divided by solid angle. W is solid angle here, lumens divided by solid angle, you can calculate the candle power. Okay, next is, these are the basic definitions. Now what is illumination? Illumination is nothing but, so illumination I'll define now. The illumination is when the lights falls upon the any surface. So when the light fall on the any of the surface, the phenomenon is called as a illumination. So the light which is falling on any of the surface, the phenomenon of falling of light is called as a illumination here. So it is defined once again in the terms, other terms. So the number of lumens falling on a surface per unit area. We have a certain area, so how many number of units of light is falling on those particular area is also called as a illumination. So illumination is denoted as E. Okay, the unit of illumination is lumen per meter square. Lumens is nothing but number of lumens emitting from the surface of the lamp, and per unit area, so that's why meter square. So the unit for this is lumen per meter square, or you can call it as a lux or meter candle. So you can denote, or you can unit of this particular is either lumen per meter square or lux or meter candle. Okay, so these are the three units used to indicate the illumination here. Okay, illumination is once again, so it can be calculated as E is the illumination denoted by, so F is the flux, okay, divided by area. Okay, so using this you can calculate the illumination of a lamp. So now lux, as I said, it's a unit of a illumination. Lux or a meter candle, it's a unit of illumination. So it is defined as, once again, the luminous flux falling per square meter on a surface which is everywhere perpendicular to the rays of light. Okay, so that is called as a lux or meter candle. Okay, that is about that lux. Then mean horizontal candle power, mean horizontal candle power, or it is called as MHCP, short way we can call it as mean horizontal candle power, or MHCP. So MHCP is nothing but, it is defined as the mean or average of a candle powers. Okay, so MHCP is nothing but the mean or the average of a candle powers in all the directions, okay, on horizontal plane. Okay, that is called as a MHCP, in all the directions in horizontal plane. The mean or average of a candle power in all the directions in horizontal plane is called as a MHCP, or that is mean horizontal candle power. Next is mean spherical candle power. So mean spherical candle power, or MSCP. Just a minute, MSCP. Okay, so that is mean spherical candle power. It is the mean or an average of an candle powers of a source of a light in all the directions in all the planes. So it's called as spherical. That means the mean or average of a candle powers in all the directions in all the plane. Okay, that is called as the MSCP. Then mean hemispherical, it is MHCP, that is mean hemispherical candle power. So mean hemispherical just a minute, mean hemispherical candle power. So it is the average or a mean of a candle powers in all the directions. Okay, in all the directions within a hemisphere. Okay, either above or below the horizontal plane. So it is a mean. Okay, either mean or average of a candle powers in all the directions. Okay, within the hemisphere, either above the horizontal plane or below the horizontal plane. That is called as MHCP, mean hemispherical candle power. Okay, next okay, the radiation factor, it is denoted as RF. So it is can be ratio of the MSCP divided by MHCP, that is mean spherical candle power divided by mean hemispherical candle power. Okay, it is a radiation factor. Okay, so those things we will while solving the problems will come to know that. Okay, so about that these are the few of the definitions which are related to the illumination engineering. Okay, so these are very important definitions. So I think we have studied around 8 to 10 definitions here. So out of these definitions you will get definitely 4 5 definitions. Define the following terms with respect to the elimination engineering. You will definitely get for around 8 marks. Sometimes you will get around for 6 marks. Okay, so the definitions are very important. So this is about the brief idea about what exactly eliminations and what are the terms which we are using in the eliminations concepts. Okay, so from next video we'll discuss about the laws of elimination. There are 2 laws of eliminations. Okay, that is Lambert's cosine law, inverse square law. There are 2 laws of eliminations. From next video onwards we'll discuss about the laws of eliminations. So till then, if you got any doubts you can contact me for the clarifications. Okay, thank you. We'll meet in the next video for laws of elimination.